welcome to Movie Libs. If you have never seen our show before, we are the show that takes scenes from famous movies. We pull words out of those scenes, and then you all give us new words to plug into those scenes, thus creating a whole new scene together that we reenact for you live to the best of our abilities. This week we are doing Oscar winner actors because the Oscars just happened. I don't know if you heard. It's not like people have been talking about the Oscars a lot or anything. I don't know. But anyways, we're here. We have a great cast. Oh, goodness. How are we doing, beautiful people? I'm going to say hi to Stacey first today. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Coreen.
How are you? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Who was your favorite actor growing up? I make these questions up in the second that I ask them.
I don't know, but the first thing that came to mind was Patrick Swayze. So I'm going to go with that.
Good choice. Marco, same question.
Favorite actor growing up?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't even know. It was probably Harrison Ford.
Oh,
because he was Indiana Jones and Han Solo. So.
Yeah. All the cool things. All the cool things. Tina, how are you doing?
Hi. Good.
Hi. Same question.
So I don't know if I had a favorite growing up that I thought about, but I know when I got into high school, I developed the requisite 90s crush on Kevin Costner, not because of his acting ability, clearly. He's a good actor. He doesn't do accents. But I read his biography and just got really into learning about him as a person. Yeah. He's still holding up pretty well though. I will say that.
Better than Patrick.
Okay, then who did you both? What was yours? Coreen?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Tom Hanks.
Who was your high school crush actor?
God, I don't know. How many years ago was high school? Dana, how's it going? You all missed some of Dana's best work during the intro. It was amazing. Dana, how are we doing?
Good, living the dream.
Yeah. The dream of hosting Movie Libs? Absolutely you are. Oh my gosh. So as you all know, for our first scene, we asked for words ahead of time. You all killed it this week giving us words. We had so many that we asked for and you provided them. It was fantastic. You gave us wonderful things like extreme cheerleading, New York, New York, dismayed, Ghostbusters, stuff like that. Wonderful gems. And we're going to use those in our first scene. For our later scenes, you'll be able to provide us the words live. That's the whole lib part of the Movie Libs. So anyways, Tina is going to take our scene descriptions this week. You ready?
Are y'all ready for some lengthy descriptions that I'm going to whiz through with my glasses on because I can't see shit? All right. So, our first scene of the night is commending Al Pacino for his award won by doing the movie Scent of a Woman in 1992. Pre-show, we were actually discussing whether or not Al Pacino's actually a good actor and did he deserve this award or was it just because he was old? Marco's got opinions. You'll probably hear about him somewhere. In this movie, the movie, Charlie Sims, played by Chris O'Donnell, is a scholarship student at Baird, an exclusive New England preparatory school. He accepts a temporary job over Thanksgiving weekend so he can buy a plane ticket home to Oregon for Christmas. The woman who hires him asks Charlie to watch over her uncle, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade, played by Al Pacino, a blind, highly decorated Vietnam War veteran with whom Charlie discovers to be a cantankerous alcoholic. And as the title might imply, he likes the women folk. While forming their inevitable bond, Charlie tells Frank of some shenanigans he witnessed at school and is being pressed to snitch about. Will they each find ways to help the other with their life's troubles? Fun fact, because you'll get them all night, also nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. Pacino prepped for this role by meeting with clients of New York's Associated Blind who educated him on their emotional journey, but also techniques a blind person might use, such as how to find a chair and seat themselves, pour liquid from a bottle, and light a cigar. In this scene, Charlie is meeting Frank for the first time and gets a crash course in his personality. And if our actors are ready,
Charlie's coming, yes.
Good.
Oh, I'm ready.
all right.
Oh, it's not? Oh, sorry. I thought I put it up. What the hell?
Charlie doesn't put your backgrounds up.
Uno momento.
Where's my
Charlie's
tag?
like a guy. He can't do the background.
I don't touch the computers. Okay, so you need to do that for me.
Ooh, I have a floating
I'm
head.
old school.
Okay.
Action.
What are you, dying of some flamboyant disease?
No, I'm right here.
I know exactly where your body is. What I'm looking for is some kind of brain. Too much extreme cheerleading without a helmet? Ha! Lyndon's line on Jared Ford. Deputy debriefer, Paris, Peace Talks, 68. Snagged the Silver Star and a silver bar. Threw me into G2.
G2?
Intelligence, of which you have none. Where you from?
New York, Colonel.
Oh. What does your daddy do in New York? Count piping bags filled with ganache?
My stepfather and my mom run a Wonder Bread store.
Oh, is that so? How convenient. What time they open?
5 a.m.
Close?
1 a.m.
Hard workers. You got me all dismayed. So, what are you doing in this kinky town?
I attend the O'Malley School of Napping and Procrastination.
Oh, attend the O'Malley School of Napping and Procrastination. I know you go to the O'Malley School of Napping and Procrastination. Point is, how do you afford it? Even with the student aid and the folks back home hustling olives.
I won a Ghostbusters merit scholarship.
Hoo-ah! Who's there? Is that little gobbler? Get her out of here. Yeah, I can't believe in my blood. IQ of okapis and the manners of saltwater crocodiles. He's a mechanic, she's a homemaker. He knows as much about cars as a top hat selfie connoisseur. And she bakes cookies. Tastes like spark plugs. As for the tots, how's your skin, son?
Well,
I like my age to be presentable.
I've had a few zits, but my roommate, he lent me his Clinique because he's from the Nile, and he's, like, got...
The History of My Skin by Charles Sims.
And scene.
What even was that?
I don't know. Never seen it.
Is it just Al Pacino making stuff up while he sits in a chair?
Yeah.
You're just grilling him about just random
About my
shit
zits.
life.
The most awkward.
Also, Charlie does a fantastic impression, but you kept looking at the script, so not very good at being blind.
Oh, hey,
What?
that
Fine,
is
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna
no,
look
that's
up
not.
the difference.
I was gonna say that.
It works on being blind in the show, is what I'm saying, Patrick.
It's like this.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
think
come on.
It's like he's his aide, and he's like putting him under the most awkward interview ever. But I've always
That's how Al
I've always
Pacino
loved
interviewed
characters.
TV.
So good choice, Tina.
I was gonna do the hoo-ah scene, but it was mostly him and not a whole lot of back and forth dialogue, so that's why I went with this one because it had some
Yeah,
good.
he does a great speech in Scent of a Woman. I wanted to do that one, but it's just like that would just be for me.
Nothing wrong with it.
Flamethrower to this place.
Just want to give some other people a try. That's all. Okay, by the way, welcome to Olive Garden. I'm going to be your server this evening.
I also like that when Stacey dresses up like Chris O'Donnell, she looks like Ron Weasley.
What is Ron Weasley?
With your wig, your hair.
Because your wig is all poofy.
There's only one of us in this group that is one Harry Potter clue, and it's not any of the people you'd think it would be.
I know.
I'm really good at Harry Potter clue.
It's my Ron Burgundy wig. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, Coreen, we got some words.
Okay. Okay. Kids are being crazy. Take the key out of the door or they'll break in. Okay. They figured it out. They know how to work the doors. Okay, what do we got?
They're like
Okay.
raptors.
Lazy activity, tanning.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Food, leftover pasta.
Mm-hmm.
A food that should be cooked, meat. Sharp object, toothpick. Action, farting.
That's an action.
It is an action.
Way to make money, be a McDonald's hooker.
Oh yeah.
You're not making a lot of money. You're making $1. It's a
Dollar
dollar
menu.
menu.
Way to cook something, microwave. Lazy activity, nagging husband to feed the dogs. Word for hungry, starving. Small objects, boba. Word for hungry, famished. Types of accolades, inflated ones. Small object, dice. Word for broke, my money jingles, not folds. Love it. Food that should be cooked, hamburgers. Food,
You just put that uncooked hamburger right on the bun. You form it, you just put it on there, and you just.
Food, mac and
Sicko.
cheese. Word for broke, empty pockets. Negative adjective, derelict. Positive adjective, delectable. Missy's really
Look
hit
at that delectable derelict.
Delectable accolades.
Way to cook something, broil. Positive adjective, positive adjective, lovely. Type of accolades, award for most boogers picked in 3 minutes.
I think I could win that one.
This is great. Word for hungry, Marco is doing movie libs, so he can't make me dinner.
This is accurate.
Marco, you should have made it before movie libs.
I was looking for costumes I didn't need to wear.
Oh.
Relative, creepy aunt.
Oh, everybody's got to have a creepy aunt. If you got a
I think I
creepy
sound
uncle.
creepy aunt.
If your creepy aunt and your creepy uncle are married, that's a happy couple. Though.
Or a second cousin. Body part, middle toe. Or left earlobe. Type of accolade, times person of the year. Okay. What do we start?
Is it?
Yeah.
I need
Would you be
an
excited?
activity, a negative adjective, and a sharp object.
Let's see, an activity, taking a bubble bath.
Green's putting on lipstick, typing, and getting her scripts
So
together.
you need a negative adjective.
In awe. I'm in awe.
Yeah.
We have derelict.
The one that derelict. You're such a derelict.
It's derelict.
Their leak.
And what was the last one you need there?
Sharp object.
Merman.
Sharp object. We have a
merman.
toothpick.
Merman.
Scene. They picked the exact thing from the scene.
Dana's tongue is also a sharp object.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
It'll cut you, ho.
I like
It'll
it.
cut you, ho.
Solid.
That took me half a second to be like, no, wait, I've seen Dana on many occasions, and I don't remember noticing that. Oh, wait.
Damn it, I can't remember how to spell tongue. Dana, spell tongue.
Tongue.
Nobody can see it? You didn't need to let the world you didn't know how to spell it.
The goo is silent.
Okay, I am ready for Tina to take over so I can get ready.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I love my little pencil thin mustaches. They're my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good look for you.
It's sometimes too good of a look. Remember that character?
Yes.
Okay, so we are at scene number 2. This scene is honoring actor Clark Gable, minus the glasses. The movie is It Happened One Night from 1934, which is probably my favorite old movie of all time that I kind of accidentally got to see, and at like a motion picture thing in LA one time. It was very cool, Academy thing. Anyway, this is Frank Capra's romantic screwball comedy about spoiled heiress Ellie Andrews, played by Claudette Colbert, who has eloped with pilot and fortune hunter King Wesley against the wishes of her extremely wealthy father. Her dad wants to have the marriage annulled because he knows that Wesley is really only interested in Ellie's money. So jumping ships in Florida, Ellie runs away and boards a Greyhound bus to New York City to reunite with her husband. Along the way, she meets fellow passenger Peter Warren, played by Clark Gable, a newspaper reporter who recently lost his job. Soon, Peter recognizes her and gives her a choice. If she gives him an exclusive on her story, he will help her reunite with Wesley. If not, he will tell her father where she is. Ellie agrees to help. I wonder how it ends up. Fun fact, this movie has garnered critical acclaim and is widely hailed as one of the greatest films ever made. It Happened One Night is the first of only 3 films, along with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and The Silence of the Lambs, to win all 5 major Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Adapted Screenplay. It was also produced in what's known as the pre-code era, which I didn't know about and had to look up last night. It was pretty cool, which is the time after the talkies began and the crackdown on decency and content and behavior was enforced. So things like smoking or interracial couples or being salacious and all those things had this little pocket of time where they were actually in movies until some straight-laced uppity-ups decided that that's not cool, and they shut it all down until many, many, many decades later. In this scene, Ellie and Peter resort to hitchhiking on their journey, and Peter tries to show her how it's done. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do something here. And, oh, can we do black and white? Is it too late for black and white? Yes.
Yeah, black and white.
I'll get rid of these, and now I'm gonna blind again. Oh my God.
I got you, Booze.
Not the right hat, but whatever. Here we go.
What we're supposed to be doing?
Hitchhiking.
Oh, well, you've given me a very lovely example of hiking. When does the hitching come in?
A little early yet. No cars out yet.
If it's all the same to you, we'll just tan right here till they come. Oh, you got a toothpick?
No, but I got a Dana's tongue here. Hold on.
Leftover pasta in my teeth.
Try it again, but there it is. Better microwave it though. We're not gonna have any breakfast.
Needn't rub it in. Wait, what are you eating?
Wheat.
Raw?
You want some?
No. It's a wonder you couldn't get me something I can eat.
Hey, you don't think I'm gonna go around McDonald's hooking for you? Best thing in the world for you, meat. Got a tough time getting it. If that farmer ever caught me, good night.
Oh, I hate the derelict stuff.
Oh, wish you wouldn't talk so much. We just let a car get away.
What if nobody farts for us, huh?
Oh, they'll fire all right. It's a matter of knowing how to hail them.
Well, you're an expert, I suppose.
Expert? Gonna write a book on it called The Hitchhiker's Hail.
There's no end to your most boogers picked in 3 minutes.
Oh, you think it's simple, huh?
Oh, no.
Well, it is simple. It's all on the thumb, see? A lot of people do it like this or like this. They're all wrong and never get anywhere.
Oh, the poor things.
Yeah, but the thumb always works. Different ways to do it, though. Depends on how you feel. For instance, number 1 is a short jerky movement. That shows independence. You don't care if they stop or not, because you got some dice in your pocket, see?
Clever.
Number 2 is a wider movement. A smile goes with that one, like this. That means you got a couple of brand new stories about the farmer's creepy aunt.
You figured that all out yourself, huh?
Oh, that's nothing. Now take number 3, for instance. That's a pip. It's the pathetic one. You know, when you got the money that jingles and not folds, and you're starving and everything looks black. It's a long movement like this. Yeah.
Wow. With a follow through too. That's amazing.
Yeah, but it's no good if you don't have a face like you're taking a bubble bath.
Oh, here comes a car.
Oh, all right. Now watch me. I'm going to use number 1. Now keep your eye on that middle toe, baby, and we'll see what happens.
And scene. My eyebrows are terrifying.
I know. I was like, what is she doing? Because you turned around to do it, like to put them on. I'm like, why is she facing away? And then it wasn't until somebody mentioned the comments, like, oh my God, her eyebrows are missing.
Her eyebrows and
them.
Tina's mustache match up perfectly.
That's pretty
Yeah.
great.
Everything was about the pencil.
This
This
like a
movie's
whole
so
mirror.
great.
Kids
I
here.
love this movie. It still holds up. Like, the thing I love about this movie, I was watching a bunch of clips from it. And the conversation, like, you would think back then everything would be all like Hepburn, like, ah, da, da, da. But it's way more conversational and like normal. Like just little mannerisms and things while they're talking, but it's like the humor still holds up. It's super sarcastic. I'm gonna share a YouTube link for the full version so you can all watch it. That's all.
It's funny how hard it is to make a wig look like 30s hair.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have like one, it's like a, like kind of like a Shakespeare wig. It's like got a long rat tail to it. It's like really big and poofy. And it's always our like big puffy hair wig. And I was like, okay, if I could just make the top of this really flat, then it can poof here. Like,
I have one that I like pull down and then I have to like just bobby pin the crap out of it to get like the little like curl ups. The things we do.
She has a very
These struggles are
specific
real.
look.
They're real. This is my favorite part. It's coming up with all the BS costume stuff.
That was great. Now, Tina, I don't know if you know this, but I wanted to know once you started talking about it. Does this influence real hitchhikers? Because he's kind of correct about all of that stuff. He went through like.
If you watch the end of the scene, I'm going to say she nails it.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out. Because he went through like, you don't wave your hand. I'm like, wait, I don't actually know this because I don't hitchhike. Did people wave their hand before this? And maybe everybody watched this movie and they went, this is the way you do it.
I think it was like people like trying to hail a thing like this, like cabs trying to get away from you. But it's like when you're hitchhiking, that just makes you look psycho.
Yeah, but then hitchhikers, they do like specific motions, and you're like, oh, maybe they learned, maybe this became a thing, and then you knew this is what you do when you hitchhike, and this
all
is
the ones,
the origin.
I mean, people don't hitchhike as much now, but back in the day, people did, and so you'd always see them, and they mostly would do like the walking backwards, just like this.
Doing this, you gotta do this thing.
And then they turn around when you don't pick them up.
Which is always funny because this is like a learned thing that you know to do to hitchhike. No, even though you're on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Like there's no other instance in which you are walking backwards on the side of the road. You're like, does that person need a ride? Probably not. Their thumb's not out.
They're just airing out their thumb.
You just give them a thumbs up back. Yeah.
You're great.
Okay, so we got some words if we're ready.
Dana.
Okay.
And that is the history of hitchhiking with Marco and Tina.
Food. Kimchi.
You got your Taco Bell.
I did.
Location. Middle school parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Gift. A random cheap bath set.
Oh, that gets passed around from person to person.
Mm-hmm. Way that they do. Location. A casino. Way to suffer. Bleed to death. That sounds nice.
That is suffering.
Gift Russian nesting dolls.
That does seem like something you would receive, and then you'd be like, "Oh, okay,
At least it's
cool."
compact.
Gift
Thanks.
an engagement ring.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's the only gift that has different rules than most gifts.
Legally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Punishment: spring break with teenagers.
That sounds terrible.
Punishment: go to your room. Object: hockey stick. Way to suffer: changing a dirty diaper, or have teenagers. So we got both
There you
ends.
go.
There we
Beck's
go.
right about that. That's worse than changing diapers. I miss changing diapers.
Someday you can change Adrian, so it's fine.
Gift: fuzzy
What?
robe.
Beautiful. That is love.
Does that crap my pants?
Like that Tina said it with like a creepy joy. Hey.
Way to hurt someone: date their mom.
And become their
Actually,
stepdad.
if
Don't do that.
if
Don't
anyone
have
would
that
like
your
to date my
go-to
mom, she's
like,
great.
move. It's like that guy pissed me off. I'm gonna date his mom.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna upset her.
Yeah, I like to tell people, I'll be your stepmom. You just keep it up.
Way to suffer gratuitously.
That is the best way to suffer.
Activity: reading romance novels. I'm on Bridgerton book number 4.
Out of how many?
Out of 8.
Oh, you've got a ways to go.
I'm spacing
Are
it.
Are they full of the smut?
There's actually less smut than I would have hoped, but that's fine.
Jana, are you reading smut?
Yes. I'm allowed.
Disappointing. That is sinful and disappointing, Jana.
Corona, Marco.
I'm telling you this.
Activity: gardening.
Ooh, I built a garden box today.
Activity: sticky.
That's
Sticky
not
smile.
an activity.
Aw, way to hurt someone: make them feel invisible.
Oh, that's worse than
Oh.
dating their mom.
Is it?
Location: porta potty.
Ew.
The worst.
Those are gross.
The worst would be if you date their mom right in front of them, like you can't see them.
Like you can't see them. Yeah. Who said that?
Food: pistachios.
Yeah.
Object: concert ticket.
Oh yeah. Those are pricey.
Adjective: decent. Adjective: insipid. Oh, fun. Way to hurt someone: gaslight them. That's always great.
That's a good one.
Location: 209.
We haven't had a 209 in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, Jillian's here. That's why. Hi, Jillian.
Activity: skeet shooting.
Oh yeah.
Object: golden obelisk.
Oh,
I got one of those.
Skeet shooting experience.
Yeah, you got skates. You guys go skeet shooting? I've
Yeah.
never been to the place that does it for real, but I've had to be the person that throws them for other people, and it's just embarrassing when you do that and you mess up because you'll just be like, yeah, and it'll just roll across the ground and everybody looks at you and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
I thought they make contraptions for that just.
So
They make machines, but
Yeah.
they also make a thrower that you get.
So
Do you
Beck
have to yell
says.
skeet, skeet, skeet while you're doing it?
You don't have to.
So Beck says that she loves Missy's adjectives, and I do too. So I just wanted to say that.
Dana's scooting it along. Shut your trap.
Activity: salsa dancing.
I think we got everything we need.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But salsa dancing is a good activity.
What?
Skeet,
But
skeet,
salsa
skeet.
dancing is a good activity. I do enjoy that one.
Are you good at that? Can you salsa
Oh.
dance?
Jillian says
Oh.
hi.
Aw.
I will leave it in the dark.
I didn't know that.
Let's go.
Are you ready, Tina?
Yes. Yeah. I still like saying it that way. I don't care. Scene number 3, Marlon Brando. This is actually not a leftover, a repeat. We've actually done this scene before, but it's The Godfather, 1972. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who co-wrote the screenplay with Mario Puzo, based on Puzo's best-selling 1969 novel of the same name. This is the first installment in the Godfather trilogy. Spanning from 1945 to 1955, it chronicles the Corleone family under patriarch Vito Corleone, played by Marlon Brando, focusing on the transformation of his youngest son, Michael Corleone, played by the questionable acting Al Pacino, from reluctant family outsider to ruthless mafia boss. Fun fact. When choosing to take part in the film for love or money, money apparently wins. Mario Puzo was offered a $12,500 option for the work, with an option for $80,000 if the finished work were made into a film. Despite Puzo's agent telling him to turn down the offer, Puzo was desperate for money and accepted the deal. Turns out he urgently needed 10 grand to pay off gambling debts. Coppola initially turned down the directing job because he found Puzo's novel sleazy and sensationalist, describing it as quote-unquote pretty cheap stuff. Owing over $400,000 to Warner Brothers for previous budget overruns, and when coupled with his poor financial standing, along with advice from friends and family, Coppola reversed his initial decision and took the job. The film also won the Academy Awards for Best Picture and Best Adapted Screenplay and was nominated in 5 other categories. In this scene, it is the opening of the film. It's 1945 in New York City. At his daughter Connie's wedding, Vito Corleone, the Don of the Corleone crime family, listens to requests in his office. The Italian immigrant Bonacera, an undertaker, has come to ask for a favor. He wants to avenge an assault upon the honor and body of his own daughter, who was beaten by her boyfriend and another young man. And he has come to Don Corleone to ask that justice be done. And if we're ready, act on.
In the background, getting Charlie to sit down. Hi, Margo. I'm just here for a second.
Oh. Should turn down my screen brightness.
I don't know where this scene ends, so somebody say end scene.
Got it.
Go. Ready, gentlemen?
What?
Are you ready, gentlemen?
Oh, yeah.
And action.
I want them dead.
That I cannot do.
I'll give you anything you ask.
We've known each other for how many years? But this is the first time you come to me for hockey sticks, for help. I can't remember the last time you invited me to your house for kimchi, even though my wife is godmother to your only child. But let's be frank here. You never wanted my friendship, and you were afraid to be in my debt.
I didn't want to get in trouble.
I understand. You found paradise in 209, had a good trade, made a good living. The police protected you, and there were courts of law, and you didn't need a friend of me. But now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask with concert tickets. No. You don't offer a gift of a random cheap bath set. You don't call me Godfather. Instead, you come into my middle school parking lot on the day of my daughters to be wed and ask me to read romance novels for money.
I ask you for justice.
This is not justice. Your daughter is still sticky.
Then they can bleed to death then. Or then they can bleed to death then. As she bleeds to death. How much shall I pay you?
I thought Guido had broken English. Buonasera, buonasera. What have I ever done to you to treat me so insipidly? Had you come to me with friendship, then this scum that dated your mom, this scum that dated your mom and your daughter would be we'll be having spring break with teenagers this very day. And that by chance, if an honest man such as yourself should make some enemies, and they would become my enemies, and then they would fear you.
Be my friend, Godfather.
Can you say it less creepy? Good. Okay. Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you for gardening. But until that day, accept this golden obelisk as a gift on my daughter's wedding day.
That's pretty nice. I'll take it.
Wow.
Wow.
I like Adrian's comment about Brando like not memorizing his lines, and there's the story that the other actors would have to wear Brando's lines on their forehead because.
Have you seen that? There's a picture of James Caan, and he's or maybe it's Robert Duvall, but he's got this giant poster of all of his lines written across him, like on front. It's just sad.
It is sad.
I felt just like that right now.
You killed it, Charlie. You killed it.
Yeah, that was amazing, Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
That's good. You got to play Marlon Brando and Al Pacino. What?
No.
No, I was like, Charlie can do all these voices, but I gotta divvy it up.
I know. You gotta let him have all the fun.
That was fun.
Could you bring me my laptop charger?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we don't need the laptop to die in the middle of the show.
That wouldn't be good.
Let's get you going.
Oh, look it's Tina's baby.
Hi, Tina's cat.
Aw.
Fat, annoying one who just drives me crazy and eats everything in the house.
Oh my gosh. Cat is huge.
He's being very needy right now.
Aw.
Plus you need love.
Okay, we got a lot of words rolling in when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, something you lose. My patience.
Oh yeah. It's been gone a long time ago.
Emotion, excited.
Not emotion.
Bad thing to call someone poopy pants.
What if they're poopy pantsed? If they have poop in their pants, that's not a bad thing. That's just accurate.
Something you lose, sunglasses.
All the time.
Negative thing to call an old person, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Something you're afraid of, spiders. City, Modesto.
Yeah, you could call it a city, I guess.
Name for a boat, horny emotion.
Oh,
Not?
I've never heard of a boat named Horny Emotion.
You know, if you get a boat and you put that on the back, I'll accept it.
Name for a boat, C-section.
What does that mean? You're not gonna say it? You accept it?
C-section, I don't know what.
That's funny.
That's great.
Something you lose, my keys. All the freaking time.
Academy Award for Best Boat Name goes to Missy O'Malley.
Emotion, horny.
Marco?
That's not an emotion. Not until you get a damn boat with that as the name.
Something you lose, yourself.
Like Eminem. That's where she's going with that.
In the moment? In the music, in the moment?
City, Miami.
There you go. That's a city.
That's where the gold
Modesto is a shithole.
Emotion, depressed.
That's not even fair because it's near Stockton. It's a shining city on a hill compared to Stockton.
Negative thing to call an old person, old geezer. Object, a houseplant. Something you're afraid of, cats.
What? Oh. But Tina's got one right there.
I know.
And Kendra thinks that he's so fluffy and loves him, so.
He's not afraid.
He's like a dog, but he chooses to be an asshole too many times.
That's what cats do.
Object, one sock.
That's the worst.
Emotion, unbridled rage.
That's not an emotion, Adrian.
I think it's emotion. I felt it. I agree. Anything else we're missing there, boss?
I need adjectives.
Oh, adjectives. Okay. We have melodious and smelly,
I know that one.
sweaty.
Okay, I think we are ready.
Oh.
Whenever Tina's ready, take it away.
Okay, Tina.
This is another one that could be a questionable choice for Best Actor, but here we have scene number 4. Part in The African Queen from 1951. This is an adventure film adapted from the 1935 novel of the same name by C.S. Forester. Set in German East Africa at the outbreak of World War I, the film focuses on Charlie Allnut, played by Bogart, a slovenly, gin-swilling Canadian riverboat captain, and Rose Sayer, played by Katharine Hepburn, a prim, psalm-singing British missionary. After German troops burn Rose's mission, which leads to the death of her clergyman brother, Charlie comes to her rescue, helping her bury her brother and escape down the nearby river on his dilapidated boat, the African Queen. Although the two lock horns almost immediately, in part because Rose despises Charlie's drinking and coarse behavior, she manages to convince him to attack the Louisa, a German warship stationed at the mouth of the river, by attaching makeshift torpedoes to their vessel. As their journey continues, the mismatched couple suffers one hardship after another, and the relationship grows. Fun fact. The boat used as the African Queen is actually the 35-foot LS Livingston, which had been a working diesel boat for 40 years. Florida attorney and Humphrey Bogart enthusiast Jim Hendricks Sr. purchased the boat in 1982 in Key Largo, Florida. After falling into a state of disrepair following Hendricks' 2001 death, the ship was discovered rusting in a Florida marina in 2012 by Suzanne Holmquist and her engineer husband Lance. The couple repaired and refurbished the ailing ship and made it available to tourists and film enthusiasts, providing cruises around the Florida Keys. Oh, wow. This film was also nominated in Oscar categories for Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. In this scene, Rose tries to coerce Charlie into forging ahead on a path laced with danger and his alcoholism.
I don't think anybody
People's are ready.
There we go.
And action.
Is something making you feel horny, Mr. Allnut? Tell me.
Nothing you'd understand.
I simply can't imagine what's making you feel horny. It's been such a melodious day. What is it? Yes, Mr. Allnut?
All this foolish talk about the C-section going down the river.
What do you mean?
I mean, we ain't going to do nothing of the sort.
Why, of course we are. What a smelly idea.
What a smelly idea. What a smelly idea. Lady, you got 10 smelly ideas for my one.
Just why don't you want to go on, Mr. Allnut?
The river and Modesto.
Modesto?
You're darn right. Modesto. All it would take would be one bullet in the house plant, and we'd be in all little bits and pieces.
Then we'll go by at night.
Oh no, we won't. After Modesto, there's the spiders. Nobody in their right mind would tackle the spiders at night.
But then we'll go in daylight. We'll go on the far side of the river from Modesto, just as far as ever we can see.
Oh, no, we won't.
You agreed to go.
I never did. I never agreed to do nothing.
You're a liar, Mr. Allnut. And what's worse, you're Mr. Poopy Pants.
Poopy pants yourself. You ain't no lady, no miss. That's what my poor old mother would say to you. Oh, my poor old mother, we're here to hear you. Whose boat is this anyway? I asked you on board because I was sorry for you on account of you losing your sunglasses and all. That's what you get for feeling sorry for people. Well, I ain't sorry no more, you crazy psalm singing and skinny sunglass boomer person.
It's scene. I love your look for this so much, Marco.
Are you a Pac-Man
Not
trucker?
right. Once I saw him, I was like, oh, I like the African Queen. I'm like, I don't have that shirt and I don't have that hat.
Nobody
You look
has
like
that shorter hat.
Alien versus Evil, not even an old movie.
I know. I was like, that's the colors. That's what I got. And my Humphrey Bogart sucks. I learned that really quick. You had a great Catherine Hepburn, though.
You got the hep down. That was good.
That was good.
Oh my god. I was trying I had the two old timey voices and I was like, wait, okay, I gotta make these different.
That was great.
No,
That was good, Catherine Hepburn.
I forgot to mention, please, everyone, like this video, share this video, tell the peoples about us, like our Facebook page, like the Comedy Spots Facebook page, all the good stuff. We like growing our show so we can keep doing this. It's worth our time and we love you. It's the best. Yes. And we carry on. That is all I have to say.
If you like our Facebook page, that's how you can contribute to our first scene every week.
Mm-hmm. And you should come to shows. That's a thing people should do. I'm going to be on APL this Saturday. I'm excited about that.
Yay!
Dana and I are going to be on Camp Comedy Spot tomorrow night.
Yes.
And Stacey too.
Stacey and I are rival camp counselors.
Oh,
I'm on
are all
the other
three-
team.
Are all three of you on different teams?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Oh, I'm in the middle of this fight. Oh, who will be victorious? We'll find out next week on Movie Libs.
The audience, anyone who comes and watch will be victorious because it's going to be hilarious.
It'll be
Can
fun.
vote.
It's gonna be a fun show.
who you like best. So yeah, there's lots of fun stuff happening this weekend. You should come by. Also take a class. All that good stuff that happens in and around. But most importantly, share and like this video because selfishly, I would like that. Okay, what are we getting, Dana?
Okay, term for man, a bloke.
I'm on the wrong page. Okay.
Explorer, Dora?
It's in her job
She is an
description.
explorer. It's in her name.
Yes.
She's the explorer, actually.
Number 2.657.
Mm.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan.
Mm.
Or Kevin Hart. Term for man, dude. Or baby daddy.
Oh.
An old weapon, a catapult.
Yeah.
Or
I
a,
don't use those anymore.
or a musket.
Yeah, I don't use those anymore. They're not very useful.
Body part, a nose. Explorer, John Muir. Object, a throw blanket. Number 3.14. Activity, skinny dipping.
Skip dipping.
Yep, dipping.
Skinny dipping. That's what I said. I said skinny dipping. Positive adjective, darling.
No.
Explorer, Captain Kirk.
That is true.
Object, candle. Negative adjective, hideous. Positive adjective,
Wow.
sweet. Oh my god, I think my brain is broken. It's great.
It's all right. We've got all the words we need, Dana. You can
Oh, wow.
have a brain for a minute.
Oh, that was quick.
Yep, sure was.
You ready, Tina?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi. What's happening? Glasses. Sorry. Let's drag this out. Hi. Our final scene of the night is to celebrate the award that went to Rami Malek, playing Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, and I forgot to put the year, but I believe it was 2018. This film tells the story of the life of Freddie Mercury, lead singer of the British rock band Queen, and who I will say is arguably one of the, maybe the greatest vocalist, one of definitely the greatest vocalists in this universe. From the formation of the band in 1970 up to their 1985 Live Aid performance at the original Wembley Stadium. Fun fact, The film was originally slated to feature Sacha Baron Cohen as Freddie Mercury, who left the project due to creative differences. Allegedly, he wanted a quote-unquote gritty R-rated tell-all focused on Mercury, while the band hoped for a PG-rated film about the band. The film also won Oscars for Best Film Editing, which not so much for this scene, I don't know. Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing, and was nominated for Best Picture. In this scene, sorry, I'm still eating my raw meat. In this scene, the band is meeting with their label and EMI Records exec Ray Foster to discuss this first single to be released from their newest album, A Night at the Opera, and why Bohemian Rhapsody just won't do. After an unsuccessful discussion, the band ditches Ray and EMI. Secondary fun fact, it is said that this movie is 79.9% accurate, with this scene as no exception. The character of Ray Foster is fictional, loosely based on EMI chief Roy Featherstone. While Featherstone and the others did think that Bohemian Rhapsody was too long to be released as a single, Featherstone was actually a fan of the band. A Night at the Opera was, in fact, released by EMI, with Bohemian Rhapsody as the lead single, and Queen would remain with EMI for the rest of their career. Now I'm going to head over to the script, and I didn't put my shit on while I was talking, but I'm going to talk about how low Rami Malek's voice is, so dudes, just bear with me, because this is going to be...
Wow.
This is going to be a...
Yes, get it.
It's exactly like his hair.
I was kind of excited that I actually sort of have the wig. Sort of.
Yeah.
Hold on, because I'm a nerd for authenticity.
Get it. Get authentic.
Like literally just putting a jacket on, sorry.
Movie magic.
The suit my guy is wearing.
Magic. I also wanted to get this, so I just pinned a ribbon onto my shirt because I was being anal.
Beautiful.
On your nose.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Why is my background not changing? Here we go.
Ah!
Perfect.
Good. All right. So dark. Okay.
Just because it's alcohol, I'm digging that.
Hang on.
Are we ready, everybody?
Not Stacey.
Oh, we do need Stacey. Sorry. I like the sunglasses on. I just saw the character, and who's actually played. This is played by Mike Myers, everyone. So welcome to Stacey Cochran.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and action.
Well, I'm not entirely sure that's the album that you promised us.
No, it's better than the album we promised you. It's better than any album anyone's ever promised you, darling. It's a sweet masterpiece.
It's a darling album, Ray.
It's a hideous. And as for Bohemian
Rhapsody.
What is that?
It's an epic poem.
It goes on forever. It's 2.657 bloody minutes.
If you think, I pity your wife, if you think that 2.657 minutes is forever. And you know what? We're going to release it as our single.
Not possible. Anything over 3 minutes and the radio stations won't program it, period. And what's on the earth is it about anyway? You talk about Kevin Hart and Dora the Explorer and all that. It's my business. Ishmila.
Bismillah.
Oh, Bismillah. What's it about anyway? Bloody Bismillah.
True poetry is for the listener. It ruins the mystery if everything's explained.
Seldom ruins sales. 3 minutes is the standard. John?
Yeah, we need radio. Format is 3 minutes. I have to agree with Ray. I actually think the single should be Love of My Life.
No.
Okay. Well, how about John's song? You're My Best Friend, Or, Ooh, You Make Me Skinny Dip. Catchy. It's stronger. Yeah.
What about I'm in love with my throw blanket? I love it. That's the kind of song teenagers can crank up the volume in their car and bang their noses to. Bohemian Rhapsody will never be that song.
It's a band decision, Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's it. You're my best friend and it's my money.
Bohemian Rhapsody, or we walk.
MacArthur Park was 7 minutes long. It was a hit.
Look, I'm not arguing Bohemian whatever's music ship. There's no way in hell the station will play a 2.657-minute quasi-operatic dirge compromise of nonsense words. Bismillah. Bullshit. I paid for this record, so what I say goes.
Ray, you did Dark Side of the Moon, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I absolutely love that record. Legally, no. No, he's got all your balls in a catapult. It's a different matter in the court of public opinion, of course. Ray Foster's a giant name in the music industry, but to the average person, say the name Queen on the other hand, ears prick up.
We're going with You're My Best Friend. Done.
No. We know what we have, even if you don't. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody. And you will forever be known as the baby daddy who lost Queen.
And scene. Stacey. How stupid is this tie combo this guy's wearing? It's like a black shirt with a dark red tie. And
It's a giant red tie, too.
yeah, I made Charlie tie it like really high.
Nice.
He's trying to be cool.
Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Yep.
I gotta hang out with Charlie so he can tie my ties.
Yeah.
Your tie looks like
And-
terrible, Marco.
I have one suit. I have one suit, one tie, well, two ties because of my Star Trek tie, but it's permanently tied. And every time I put it on now, the back end is longer than the front end. I don't know how to fix that, Charlie. You have to help me.
Doesn't Mel tie your ties sometimes?
No, but that's on you to assume that. That's
just
funny.
get it.
That sounds like an insult somehow. You're like, hey, Mel ties your ties, right? Mel, you tie ties, right?
Loser.
Fix your tie. I swear I've seen her fix your tie or something.
She probably
before.
did, but no, I don't even remember. I did last time we did a show or a Squad Patrol show. I'm pretty sure I had somebody else tie my tie. Might have been Kevin.
Kevin seems like a
that
tying
Kevin.
guy.
Yeah, get that shit together.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful work tonight, everybody. Everybody was exceptional. If I had Oscars, I would give each of you one of them. Yeah, we're gonna have another show next week. Miss Stacey's gonna be gone for a couple weeks, so that'll be sad, but that's okay. She's very popular. I don't know what our theme is yet, so stay tuned. We'll figure that out as we go. Have a great night, everyone. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go.